Monkeys turned globe nuts need to stop typing with their emotions and find real proof of what they believe in.
Oh, just wait till I get to my keyboard. I'ma show Stay Flat Meteor 7 the Earth is not flat.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
For 2 years now, I've constantly been asking these globers for proof, their personal proof, of a globe Earth.
One of the ways I do that is to get them out of the home.
Now, of course, the sun is required, but not that damn big. And of course, this is all that we get as we learn in school. Nothing has changed with the sun close to the earth like that, with that size, which we all know that that is a lie. But take this. Wait a minute, hold up. Is that a hot spot on top of the earth when the sun is supposed to be in front of it? Can't make this up, man. Really. It is now 2020, and this guy seemed to have tried to attempt to prove ever since. Now, this is me looking at what we call the Big Dipper with logic. And I just want to take a couple of pictures before I zoomed in on the luminaries. Now I slowed it down so that you can get a good visual of when I say that when I get a clear night, like I said, we don't get many up here in upstate New York. When I get a clear night, Big Dipper, Little Dipper circumnavigates around my house. You've seen countless videos before. I even took pictures with my cell phone. Logic Jr. So, again, like rule book 101 or the first page, Globers still haven't gotten past that yet. Now this is me zooming in on the lights of the Dipper. As you saw there, you know, I caught at least 3 of them lined up. Then I picked one to zoom in on. I zoomed in on the other ones too, but I didn't want to drag that out. I'll put that in another video. But this is the middle luminary from the handle of what we call a Big Dipper. It's supposed to be shaped like a pot. This is what it looks like. What don't people get? This is what it looks like. It's not some fucking pillow cover case, clothing type of star that Lucifer took, that you place on a cup or a mug or anything you want to sell. NASA, Lucifer will never show you this stuff. And that's why I love doing what I'm doing. And once again, this is November 5th, 2020, looking at Polaris from the same spot. I took it maybe 9 months ago. My bedroom window. Impossible if we're flying through space. Now, I've never done anything like this. Scratch that. I do it all the time. I've never seen Polaris just like this appear. I've always recorded while it was already dark out, but to transform from the evening And tonight, it's just right there. It's right there. The daylight just vanishes off. And let me go back to that whole daylight thing. People seem to forget. The daylight was here first, as it is written, and we believe and see, as we just saw, how the light transfers from day to night. Okay? The sun was long gone. Alright, and here you have daylight being presented first during the creation, and the fourth day, God created the sun and the moon. So the sun does not give us the light. We have cloudy days and it's light outside. Okay, the sun does not produce the light for daytime. It was already here before the sun. Wow, I just woke up after that time lapse of Polaris. It is the morning of, and this is for Tom, I don't know, Thomas, Maine, I don't know what the hell. Whitney, the pilot that still have not shown me the pamphlet that he flew over the curve. He wanted me to look at the southern hemisphere from this angle because Polaris was right up there. So this is probably why I can't see the southern hemisphere. There's a mountain that God put there. You know, the creator of the earth. Here's your mountain. Your southern hemisphere cannot be seen. I'm sorry. At least not from my window. But Polaris is in the same spot all the time. Y'all seen a picture of my old video? I'm in the same area. Right there. On the floor by the window. Y'all seen that before. That's why y'all get mad.
Do you believe in God?
Me?
Creator?
Yeah, so I'm, the more I look at the universe, just the less convinced I am that there is something benevolent going on. So if your concept of a creator is someone who's all powerful and all good, that's not an uncommon pairing of powers that you might describe to a creator. All powerful and all good. And I look at disasters that afflict Earth and life on Earth. Volcanoes, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, disease, pestilence, congenital birth defects. You look at this list of ways that life is made miserable on Earth by natural causes. And I just ask, how do you deal with that? So philosophers rose up and said, if there is a God, God is either not all powerful or not all good. I have no problems if, as we probe the origins of things, we bump up into the bearded man. If that shows up, We're good to go. Okay? Not a problem. There's just no evidence of it. And this is why religions are called faiths, collectively. Because you believe something in the absence of evidence. That's what it is. That's why it's called faith. Otherwise, we would call all religions evidence. But we don't, for exactly that reason. So I'm given what everyone describes to be the properties that would be expressed by an all-powerful being in the gods that they worship. I look for that in the universe and I don't find it. So I remain unconvinced. But if you've got some good evidence, bring it, okay? And so I don't lead with that information because what I believe should be irrelevant to anyone. It's not about me. It's about the real world. There's just no evidence of it. And this is why religions are called faiths, collectively. Because you believe something in the absence of evidence. Because you believe something in the absence of evidence. Because you believe something in the absence of evidence. In the absence of evidence. That's what it is. I have no problems if, as we probe the origins of things, we bump up into the bearded man. If that shows up, we're good to go. Okay? Not a problem. There's just no evidence of it. And this is why religions are called faiths, collectively. Because you believe something in the absence of evidence.
If the system you represent or speak for represents Satan through serpent, then there's no way that you can speak on the goodness of God. And back in 1610, I guess Galileo at least tempted to try to use a rusty-ass telescope. And here we are in 2020 using artist concepts. Crack me up. This is how it's supposed to be. Like Neil said, that's what it is. If it's on the bottom of the ball, they got to be upside down. Pure logic.
Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
Stay flat.
You can't handle the truth.